Welcome on back to Total War Warhammer 3 in part 21 of our Yuan Bo Immortal Empires campaign. In today's episode, we are here to defend against the predations of Gorok and his many Saurus. They've got the Right of Resilience pop, so all of the Saurus tier units of Saurus and Temple Guard are all going to have 1,000 points of barrier. We've got some barrier as well as we are defending our settlement, but ours is a paltry sum in comparison. We've got, I think, like 300 depending on the health points of the unit. Yuan Bo has got 333, I believe. Yeah, so it's nothing, or 345. It's nothing to write home about, but it's a little bit of protection that'll be at least warding off a smidgen of damage. We've got a setup in the woods here, at least a bit of a defensive formation on the hill. Scoot some of the guns up a little bit more, and we might move the main line forward ever so slightly, but the plan is, we're gonna grab Yuan Bo here, send him straight on after the Kroxigor, try to use the Executioner ability to bring down, not the Kroxigor itself, but take down the Skink Chief he's got running around with him, just for a nice debuff to enemy leadership. And then we can try to lure the Kroxigor on over, get dropped by our archers. Okay, so they are positioning there. We've got a fairly safe spot. We could honestly pull back further. I think we should. Just to about... The edge of the terrain is there. We'd like to stay in the trees a little bit with some of our units. We're going to do that. Yuan Bo is closing the gap a little bit quicker there. Get schmoving, brother. Move those Jade legs. Let's find the Skink Chief. And if we can't find him, I've got all sorts of nasty spells I'm happy to drop down on the enemy here. So they've got all these skinks in the front line. We can just blend those up so we don't have to worry about them. We all know how dangerous the Blossom Wind is. Skinks don't have any amount of barriers, so... doom on you. Let's make sure it's completely straight and even with the line. Rest in peace, Skinks. That unit will have a little bit of time to recover, or react. Oh, they actually dodged it pretty well. Oh, they're learning. The miscast goes through our barrier, but geez, the damage. It doesn't get through their barrier all the way. Ah, here comes Gorok and the Saurus boy. Yeah, he's a Kroxigor. Need to be a nuisance. Drop down the good old Talons of Night and swing into this group here. I'm going to leave Dragon's Fang off, but I will go ahead and drop down to the double cast Talons of Night in the middle of this nonsense as he dives in. More of you guys want to get involved with that, the better. Blend them all up. Now let's go ahead and see if we can't get them Jade Dragon out of the fight. Talons of Night is obliterating the enemy. Yeah, go drop your heels. Drop your heels.
Master of Meteor Wind.
Get everyone all caught in one more time there.
Emperor's Executioner.
I will drop a single Executioner on the Kroxigor just to drop his health a bit. Free, we might as well go for a Comet of Cassandora. All want to clump up. We can punish it. Does miscast, which is a bit unfortunate. Let's go ahead and pull away from that. The Comet drops down, and the unit of Saurus is gone. They did decide to push through the line, though, which is very clever of them. I'm going to say no to the Kroxigor leaving. Make sure no spells are flying on our side. Roman back a little bit further. Riders of Wage in here. And the guns are starting to fire. Let's go ahead and give them all the magical attacks. Yuan Bo throws down with the Kroxigor Lord there that does actually have a bonus versus infantry right now, so we will want to be a bit careful. I'm just going to continue to cast spells. Need to send their legions to surround Yuan Bo. We can punish that all day.
My elixirs are ready.
Go ahead and make the base missile damage on those cannons a bit higher. Good and dangerous. Oh yeah, that's devastating. Although we'd rather you fire on...
Stone and steel.
Actually, you're probably doing fine work taking down the Paradon Riders for now. Yin is devastating. We'll drop the Mark of Yen on these poor fools, and that should be quick end to them. There's no escape. The health bar just disintegrated. Perfect. We haven't even been back on Yuan Bo, and he's holding down the line like an absolute champion. I'm gonna drop down the healing potion, and we are going to annihilate this Croxor Ancient. Sweet. And now, actually, all we have to do to take him down is go for... What's going on here? The gathering of lizards? They're going to regret that deeply. I mean, they're all gonna stand in one group. I might as well. Let's switch over to armor mode. Just watch the devastation. Do we have the free chain lightnings, don't we? Enjoy. Well, it's not a chain lightning, it's actually like a lightning bolt from the sky. Either way, lightning can't feel good. Oh, it's beautiful. Alright, let's go punish the pterodons off on the side. Croman, go see to that. Those are Spear-saurus, so let's weaken them a bit with some Jade Lion Breath. Actually, not too much damage at all. Oh, I didn't even realize that these guys have made it on in. Skeek Chief is doing some laser gun shots. Let's see them off. Crossbows, delete this unit for me real quick. Let's go ahead and drop down the Guinness Golden Hounds on our Chameleon Stalkers that are moving on in. Those pterodons basically immediately went away. Yuan Bo is starting to get overwhelmed, so let's throw down some more goodies there. See about pulling away from that fight. Gorok has come on in himself, so that's why we're having some troubles. Should take down the Proximor though, just the damage. Prefer to start throwing down with Gorok. Give yourself the shield. I'm gonna go ahead and deal with the Ancient. I figured the spell would actually do the job we needed. It didn't quite work out like that. You guys come back in, deal with these Saurus. That Skeek Chief got eviscerated. Serious case of one at a time Midas is not helping them out so well. Let's try to pull the Jade Dragon back over towards friendly territory. Alright, we're back. Quick jump cut. A little cat Mochi decided to hop up on the desk, and that was a disastrous occurrence. I just managed to hit the mute button in time. We will go ahead and get back to the battle. Come on, Yuan Bo, run. If you guys want to clump up, I've got all sorts of horrifying spells I can use. I'm not going to overcast it this time. We'll just throw down the Comet of Casadora here. Stick it in fight. He's got so much health. No one is over by our friendly units. Let's grab the flyers, pull them away for a moment. Watch the Comet come down and decimate these. Oh, there's not that many of them. Is it because the Comet already came down and destroyed them? That'll make sense. Come on, Yuan Bo, we need some archer support. Need it now more than ever. It's a very strangely fought battle here. Looks like they're trying to delay them for a moment while the horned ones come on over. Sure. We're just gonna say goodbye and jump up in the air in dragon mode. There's a chance that he is just stunned and can't move, but let's try to shoo on away. Come on, brother, let's get going. Let's get going. Very rarely seen this campaign dragon mode. That way we can convince the rest of Gorok's army to come on over and get obliterated. Crossbows, let's go ahead and have you all rotate to deal with the other group. Artillery cannons start blinking away at Sacred Croxagor.
Master of Azir, with infinite pride.
Let's switch over to the magical attack mode just for now. Good grief, there was a formation. And then Yuan Bo appeared. Might have you retreat away from these Saurus. That's not great. Just trying not to send down the Riders of Wei Jin until... There we go. Until the Horned Ones were in combat with the lad there. Roman descend. We could drop the armor there on those poor fools. Let's go ahead and give our cannons more damage, or the crane guns more damage. Drop down the Mark of Yen on Gorok once he gets too close. Roll over a bit. Let's go ahead and throw down the Bash of the Great Cities. These Parkats ready. We've got Maka and Mr. K ready to throw down. Named after my own Jet Lion, and then one of the viewers there. Alright, Jade Dragon. You can throw down with Gorok. Dragon's Fang. You can throw down a Comet of Cassandora as well. If I can figure out how... Well, we've got the bound ones, don't we? The bound Comet. We'll come back over to this guy as well. Love to see a chain lightning ripping through the enemy Saurus ranks. Throw it down over here. Xinyan loves us. Always. Gorok's healing. Let's go ahead and pull Yuan Bo away. Have you guys harass the back lines. Let's go ahead and just start dealing with Saurus spears in the back. They will cease to be a threat. I just brought down the execution on Gorok. Get some free damage. And we'll go for a single Claws of Night. Looks like Gorok isn't going to be fighting for long anyway. Sorry, Lizard Men, you don't have what it takes. I wouldn't know how that feels. All in all, though, an incredible battle. Very tactically sound on our side, very tactically unsound on their side. I'm not sure exactly what the AI was up to for half of that. I'm going to make sure Gorok can't escape. I would rather not have to deal with any kind of lizardy nonsense. Wolf. Nice shot. Either way, I'll catch you all in a moment. Another heroic victory for Yuan Bo. Doesn't matter how many Saurus you bring, you had better bring some more beasties next time. Just to slow our crossbows down. 45 kills going to the Grand Cannon. That's pretty good stuff. 800, of course, going to the big boy himself. We will go ahead and take extra replenishment. It looks as though Luther Harkin has come on over and he's tired of us just sitting here. So he's got only the one group of a deck droppers. Let's see if we can't just finish them off with an auto-resolve. We can. Alright, Luther.
Fight in perfect harmony.
Few of his troops get to stay because of the old undead mechanics. We get the Depth Guard himself, of course, because why not? Looks like all of the mortars are gone, but all of the big beasties remain. Biggest batch of nonsense I've ever seen. Let's go once more for the healing.
They will earn their lives.
Be still. The Dragon Emperor's eye is upon you.
Celostra, you should just leave. You want a peace treaty? That's a fair bit of gold. Everyone else dislikes you, though. So a peace treaty would make them dislike me also. Understand how this works? I like the money.
The Jade Dragon greets you.
Marcus
Friend.
Wolfhard, join the war again. That'll make the world despise me. Not yet. Okay, and Mincy has been attacked. Caravan of the Blue Roses moving together as one. I mean, this is a little bit more scary than the other just because they have so many Crypt Horrors, right? Pretty nasty regeneration, but we do have crane guns to try to pick them apart before they come across. If they all come over here at the same time, we're going to be in for a bad time. Let's see about retreating ever so slightly and see if we can't just get one of the armies attacking us at once.
It would be
both coming over, and now we have no way to retreat. Let's do it. Okay, so this is a very interesting looking map. A Knobbly Gorge. Looks like we can kind of move up and control this position. The enemy's gonna be forced to file through kind of small areas we can just shoot in from back here. We just have to kind of fall back immediately, which it looks like they want us to do too.
Order and balance.
Rain guns back. We'll go crossbows like so, with the shielded ones being on the far right. We will likely want to keep them a little bit closer together, so drag them a bit more compact. There we go. Got the two peasant archers as well. Have them up front. As a horseman, your job is going to be to try to draw the enemy around on the sides they would rather not, just to kind of keep them distracted. Iron nail guns don't need to be that much in a square formation. That will work perfectly.
Praise the dragon!
Warriors, halberdiers, and then we'll just kind of move everyone as quickly as we can over.
Never conquered.
I guess the lantern can deploy wherever it wants. Might as well leave it there.
Descendant of dragons.
And see up front.
Warriors!
Crane gunners.
Absolute ton of missile troops. Peasant horsemen, and the lantern and Mincy. Beautiful. Everyone, come on back. I don't even mind if they all want to come on over as one group with the reinforcements. That's not really going to be that big a deal, even if massive horde, because they'll be kind of stuck on each other's zombies. The zombies will get in the way of the rest of the troops. Let's set up a more cohesive unit. These are choke points. There's one here too. So we'll pull all the units in. I'll keep the lantern kind of up front, and see also up front. Delay. Start deploying how we would. So we'll grab
Sun Yang's faithful.
rain guns. I'm gonna set them up here.
Sent by dragons. March in ordered
Over ever so
ranks.
slightly.
The dragons ask.
We'll grab the rest of the units here.
Praise the dragons.
Try to drag them back accordingly. So something like this. We'll grab enemy reinforcements incoming. We need to hurry.
Iron hail gunners. Marching.
Iron hail guns and run, please.
Seeking Cathay's foes.
I'm gonna switch our initial strategy. Approaching, they're all in one big group. You come on back here and do some harassing. Looks like that's the White King that's going forward. We need to keep our heals. One group of halberds. I'm gonna have Normie warriors.
In harmony!
Like so. Halberdiers.
Move in formation.
Crossbows. In this position, we'll have the two archers kind of behind,
Guided by ancestors!
because they are very low armor.
My chosen
Up here.
race.
We can get a wall of wind and fire all the way back. That would be so great. How far do we have to be, or how close do we have to be to actually cast that? Ooh, on the other side of the hill.
Seeking opportunity.
Okay. Well, we'll see on that one, huh, won't we?
Guided by ancestors.
I need to deploy
Marching as one. March in ordered ranks.
the infantry, kind of like so, where they're able to
Wind and fire.
provide a nice wall. I just don't want to actually deploy them that far forward. Something more like this. These two Jade warriors.
Move in formation! Sent by dragon!
Yeah, the other halberdiers here.
Shenyang sends us order and balance.
Perfect. Now I think we're finally all set up and ready to
Bowman.
withstand this onslaught.
The Emperor
As set up as we can be.
Understood.
Sure, the rain's not in the way. No, we're all good.
Order shall guide us to triumph.
Minds as one. It
Perfect here.
pleases the dragon.
Mopping up around because it looks like a lot of them are caught on this little gully here.
Praise the dragon.
Keep leading the enemy around on a merry chase. Here comes the White King, or the all of the lords all at once. Bounce the wall of wind and fire and run.
Repositioning.
A fair bit of damage. Now let's flee. Here comes all of the enemy lords, all at the same time.
Peasant horsemen.
Okay, so I see the bats there. The horsemen will probably actually struggle against the bats. So let's pull them across where our shotguns can handle that. All the lords and the black knights. They're going to try to break through our line in one charge, which is very fair. You can go after that Strigoi Ghoul King. That would be fantastic.
Shenyang's faithful.
Things are about to get really spicy really quick.
Pleases the dragon. Bringing harmony.
For the Emperor.
Sent by
As soon as the bats land, we will decimate them. Interesting, the bats are going over into the crane guns.
defend the realm.
Crane guns actually have a fair bit of melee defense. They should be able to hold the line for a moment. Let's not have the peasants go through.
Positioning.
You retreat, give yourself that ward save. You're definitely going to need it.
I shape the winds.
Heals down on this crew, because I'm thinking we've got a bit of friendly fire that went in.
Must win. Repositioning.
All crossbows, switch targets here. Crane guns, let's go ahead and have you guys delete
Defend the realm.
Black Knights.
Shogun gun sorcerer.
Thought in harmony. Minds as
Peasants go after Knights.
crossbowmen.
Perfect.
Horsemen.
Peasants are keeping them all worried. I think they're going to try to catch them in on one of those complete surrounds.
Cavalry. March in ordered ranks.
And keep them completely pinned in place with these peasant horsemen. And then just eviscerate them.
Ready to rule.
All cafe. March in ordered
And
ranks.
bring you guys to the center.
Marching as one.
For the
Here we are.
dragon.
Peasant horsemen back in the back, keeping the entire rest of the army well and truly confused.
Master of the
Who's
wind.
taking the most damage? These Jade warriors? No more. Crane guns. Your target is Strigoi Ghoul King.
Dragons.
Shenyang Center.
He's going to be healing, but we can get to his healing cap for too long. That'll be fantastic.
Order and
Let's go for
harmony.
one more healing blood in on all of these frontline troops.
Horsemen. Guided by ancestors. Cavalry.
Awesome to see. Let's go ahead and pull him back across the front line here. Struggling quite heavily bringing this lad down.
Seeking Cathay's foes.
There we are. That was a good crossbow bolt shots hitting. I think it's because the lads are actually out of each other's way.
Offspring of dragons.
Excellent. Let's go for the ward save on these guys here.
Warriors. The celestial faithful.
Crane guns.
As one. For the Emperor.
You need to rotate for me.
Sanctified dragons. At once.
Come on, peasant horsemen. You have the most important job of all, playing tag with an entire army.
Iron hail upon
You
us.
guys, come on around.
Repositioning. Descendants of dragons.
I'm on the magnificent journey.
Ready to rule.
Wind and fire.
It is
Not gonna
awaited.
happen.
Shogun gun sorcerer.
That's got lots of heals.
Order and valor.
Bring the Shogun gun back.
Peasant horsemen.
Master
Slide in
of
and karate chop this White King.
Jade warriors. Marching
Jade
as
warriors
one.
back once more so the archers can fire. There goes the White King.
Born of dragons. To battle.
Yoink.
Repositioning.
Should be able to pull through the line from there.
Fail. Mine and
Keep blasting the Ghoul King. I guess the rest of the army is going to shamble on over eventually. We'll need to rotate the rest of the group, definitely, because
one.
shotguns are about to be in a
With
heap of trouble.
infinite pride, Shenyang sends us.
Never
The White King's
conquered.
another heals.
Offspring of
Heals for
dragon.
days. Alright, crossbows, let's deal with this.
What had they? On gilded foot.
Chop them once, pull away, let the swordsman keep stabbing them. Those shivs in, warriors.
Order and harmony.
It's super slammed on, I don't think it's gonna matter too much.
Defenders of Cathay.
So you guys off the side.
With joy. It pleases
Do as
the
well as
dragons.
pull away so that our crossbows can fire. Drop one last heal here. I'm not sure what the strategy was for this. Let's pull away from that Banshee. There's no reason to get caught. You guys have been on a streak.
Ready to rule.
Ultimate tag.
Shenyang sends us.
Crossbows are
Stone and
continuing to push up like they shouldn't be.
Much in ordered ranks.
Have you rotate sides, and that'll be great.
Crossbowmen. Defenders of Cathay.
Pull you on in towards the shotgunners. Should be able to sandwich them in nicely.
Master of the winds.
Move in formation.
Seeking
Laser beam blast.
opportunity.
You guys actually shoot, please.
celestial fury.
Oh, he's gonna take the opportunity to dive into our crossbows. You're an absolute loon.
Shogun gun sorcerer.
Leadership down to -1, but he's still gonna fight to the bitter end. Come on, it's perfectly safe. Just charge right into the lads.
Wind and fire.
There we go.
Bringing harmony.
We won eventually.
Praise the dragon. Seeking Cathay's foe.
Peasant archers.
Now we'll get all the archers set up, ready to go again. Min C, come on out front. I mean, that's one way to deal with crit horrors. You just plain boring.
Minds as one.
Praise the dragons.
The dragons ask.
Bring it on around. They've finally caught my peasant horsemen. There's nowhere to run.
Harmony.
Leading the way.
A weirdo. They were that addicted to chasing them down.
Steel faithful.
Shield breaker just kind of apply to whoever we can there. So let's go for these blood knights.
Move in formation.
Stone and steel.
I will
Go on away.
go.
Give yourself that ward save. You are 1000% gonna need it.
Fist of the spirit dragon.
And we can launch some good old fire. And over here. Oh yeah, we got a deadly cone of shotgun fire on this side.
Jade crossbow. For the Emperor. Guided by ancestors.
Here they come.
Fire in the blood.
Both units, not too bad. Could have been better. As an horseman, go ahead and try to draw these blood knights into a fight.
Archers.
Pull these archers back. You guys keep firing. Crane guns, blood knights is your target. Crane guns.
Gunners.
This lord is your target.
Anything for
Shotguns getting blasted up.
Fight as one.
Born of dragons.
Ward save. I actually think they can hold that line.
Order and harmony.
Crossbows, let's deal with these. Blood knights are caught in a fight they don't want.
Faithful.
Although our peasant archers apparently have no vision on the blood knights now.
Celestial fury.
Celestial fury.
Holding back into the
Guided
group.
by ancestors.
Come on, shotgunners.
Jade crossbows. Bringing harmony.
Perfect. Let's go for another wall of wind and fire. Just to kind of cook these guys that are trying to catch on into our... I don't know where that triggered, so we're going to try to stop it before it does. Cancel that one. The weird misclicks are not great. Bounce it back this way. Then we'll drop the heals dead on the peasants, since they are going to be the most susceptible to taking damage there.
Dragons, hear my prayer.
Warrior.
There we go, there we go. You guys step in and help out with the blood knights.
Move
And bring our peasants behind our friendly line.
Cavalry! Never conquer!
Guns keep firing. Kind of wish these guys had bombs. That'd be great.
Perish!
It will perish. Blast this through these poor ghouls. Get ward safe flying out wherever we can here. We're in a spot now we can kind of come on in and watch the fighting. Blood Knights would be an issue. Every single one of these guys is a proper... Well, this is a proper sack of potatoes. They just crumple. Grand Cathay. Bit of a shout. Shield blocks it quite nicely. That Banshee's gonna be a problem now because of all of the resistances she has got. Let's try to relieve the shotgun troops here. I'm getting well overwhelmed.
Bringing harmony.
Offspring
Another
of
wall of wind and
dragons!
fire. We're gonna go ahead and throw it back this direction. Try to get it into this other group.
Take
Go after this black coach. Didn't even realize that this guy had made it back into our back lines. You guys could be an
Master of
absolute
the
problem.
winds. They must fall!
Love to watch the walls of zombies disintegrate, though. Get our shotguns firing again. We're gonna have a happy time.
Crane gunners,
In fact, we're gonna have both crane guns turn and switch targets.
never conquered!
Help out with the black coach, if you will.
Shogun gun sorcerer!
The celestial.
Everyone here, let's try to save our shotgunners. Change my mind. Let's get rid of the
By
count.
celestial decree.
Count Ewald must fall. Now we're out of ammunition.
Born of dragons!
More ward
Fire
save.
in the blood!
Always looking in the back, making sure the vampire, whatever they've got back there, is not going anywhere. I mean, she's winning. Still very spooky, but she's winning. Wall of wind and fire here. Across the Jade Warrior line. They should absorb that, no problem. Oh, here comes Fluffy. Vargolf was waiting in the back.
Praise the dragons. Praise the dragon. Restore order.
Because of my habit of always calling the big beasties Fluffy.
Iron hail gunners! Celestial fury!
Looks like it dove into the middle of this area and is getting torn to shreds by crane guns. Exactly as we like to see. In your ranks, lads, we are starting to lose the front line, or at least they're getting into the back line and full of crossbows. I just don't think it's going to matter for them very much. Finish off that corpse cart. Looks like the black coach fizzles away to nothing, and jeez. Absolute horde of zombies. Annihilated. Alright, 400 Cathayans fall fighting against 4,000 zombies. That works for me. We are going to go ahead and venerate the ancestors, gain a good deal of our soldiery back.
I am an immortal dragon, but even my patience is tried.
But hello, Hama. He wants a peace treaty. He's currently fighting against the Ice Court. Yeah, no, I absolutely will take a peace treaty. For 3,000 gold. We'll be back to fight you soon, don't you worry. Okay, so the Lugmandor has come on over to face us. One at a time, huh?
Fight in order,
Not
dragons.
what I would say you should do, but
Their deaths benefit no one.
go for it. Ambuscator for Chang Feng. Immovable mountain. So now Yuan Bo's got expert charge defense. Not all mountains are immovable. Locate its weakness, its fault line, and turn the crack into a yawning chasm. And then you've defeated Harkin. So spell resistance and leadership when fighting at sea. He's still there, but he's great to see. Whole bunch of zombies were slain. Whole bunch of goodies gathered from the wreckage, I guess. Orgoth Blackhorn. He's over here in Ilea, or over in Bretonia. Well, hopefully the Bretonians can handle that. I'm ignoring that entirely and going up to aid the Empire. A crisscrossing of miniature blades within the gun's barrel's interior scores hundreds of vicious edges into every piece of shot. Only Nangao's most diligent artificers can achieve this feat. Get you some nice shrapnel, more armor piercing, and now we're working on the target ranges. Oh, beautiful. Oh, that's why we got all the goodies all at once. We upgraded any settlement building to level 5, giving us a little bit of treasury and a few items.
Lord Magistrate,
Good stuff.
reporting.
Well, Tian, since we have 51,000 gold,
We must replenish.
we must replenish. Let's have you set up and gather some
the Emperor
troops.
calls upon you.
Calls upon you. Can we survive for 4 turns? Probably. Do I want to? No. But the fire rain rockets would be so dangerous. Let's get 2. Let's get 2. And then we'll grab nothing else through there for now.
I cannot fail the Emperor.
No one has any goodies for me, huh? Such is the way. Well, Tian, I will also go ahead and kick out one of these peasant archers. Oh, maybe not the ones that are
Forever dutiful,
elite.
we may not question your decision.
I wouldn't. Tends to make Yuan Bo quite frowny. Talzin is kind of peeking on out of Torquemon. Hoping they at least cause a bit of issues for the Beastmen. The Wood Elves tend to stomp most others in the auto-resolve.
Dragon-blooded Shogunga.
5 skill points gained from that battle. That is awesome. Strength and armor for Wu Jing, War Drums, and the Lions. Strength and ammunition for Iron Hill guns. I would like to go for probably just all of the red line here for her. Let's make sure we've got Strength of Yang. Is this a area of effect? Mass 100% expert charge defense. We could kind of do a surprise on anyone who's expecting our Jade Warriors to not actually be very sturdy. I'm gonna go for Eastern Fires for now, though, and then we'll probably also grab the Iron Disciplinarian for just the blue line, so we can get the Quartermaster going. Alright then. So Yuan Bo, I think it is finally time.
All 8 winds bend to my
Start
will.
increasing the red line further. So let's go for sure aim. 2 points there. Extra 10% range and a 9% missile strength. And I think I would like to either have Skyfire. I don't like that that's where you get your Chroman buff. Weapon strength. For Wu Jing, War Compasses. Zhanggu, War Drums. Because you should definitely be throwing them into melee. We'll grab our other passive for now. I am undecided on what we're going for the other points, though. Probably again his Golden Hounds would be the best call. We've got so many Vortex spells. Let's make sure that if Yuan Bo is fighting a big clump of Saurus again, we can make sure those Saurus aren't doing any damage. Arcane Conduit for Long Yu. Or Long Yuan. We'll just grab a curse. For more abilities to keep Yuan Bo alive. Earthing Arcane Conduit. And then lastly, we'll just go for the final point, Jade Shield. So it's, what does that one actually do for us? Cooldown minus 50%. Winds of Magic cost -1, -2 for the upgraded version. Good to me. Give you a new talisman. You have been performing quite well in combat now, doesn't look like it. I do like that you have got the Luminarch Lens. Helm of Discord is probably going to be better than the Laminate Shield. There we go. Here's some ward save for you. Nothing really else to combine up.
A gift from my ancestors.
You are almost all the way full up on punishment here. Time to karate chop Siegfried and Siegfried.
For the Emperor! Make your
No, this is why
ancestors
you-
proud!
Cousin Horseman, you did that on purpose. You're like, absolutely. We definitely did that on purpose. How'd you know?
Lord of Yin and
Are we gonna get rid of my other ones? Please don't be mean like that.
earn the Emperor's
We
love.
just took down 4,000 of them. Yeah, but
They
that was
will
then.
earn their lives.
This is now. Shen,
Astromancer.
your job is going to be
Yuan
slowing down Ludwig. We could wound the Necromancer. Let's do
They
it.
will be waylaid.
Prove it.
Success was not in question.
Hold on, brother. Normally you fail me.
Dragon-blooded Shogunga.
You're lucky you didn't that time.
Natural authority.
Rally
I
from
was
NC.
born to wield it.
Born to wield it. Knobbly Gorge and the Haunted Forest. I am going to increase our exotic animal pin here, and we can grab the other yin and yang buildings. So yen on defenses, and then yen on growth. Beautiful.
Dragon-blooded Shogunga.
For you, Peng, what do you mostly have? Crossbows? Definitely want to increase sure aim. Range and missile strength are just too good of a combination.
The Storm Dragon.
Zoo. To be honest, we want Miao Ying to be casting most of the dangerous spells. We'll just give you your passives, and then probably work for Glittering Robe. Lord Magistrate reporting. Give you your last point into your aim. Start working on your new, beautifully designed unique skill. Unique skill line. Figure out the rest of the words we're trying to say. Upkeep for embedded heroes. Upkeep for the whole army. Skirmishing stratagem. Speed plus 15%. Oh yeah, we have the drills. So let's see what these banners are. What do we get? Was it just the banner of Feng Shi?
An upper hand.
Infiltrators, here it is. Speed plus 40% for a non-character, poison attacks, and then stock. Ooh. That's exciting. Well, see, what we're going to do is we're going to grab the supply line operations, because that's incredible. And then the extra speed as well. And then we'll start working on our specialist drills, 'cause I am very interested to see what these all are going to be. The first one's pretty strong. This reminds me very much of how, Kolek? Who has the extra ancillaries they can gain over time, besides Oxyotl and his poisons? Well, it's Throg. Throg and his trolls. He can kind of upgrade trolls and Famir and things. War Banner. Silk Weaver. I'm gonna guess it's the right guy, right? Ishi Guo. Who are you?
Our supremacy is assured.
You're the one that gained the goodies? Oh.
City Commander.
Oh, indeed. You were already so high ranked.
Celestial
That works for me.
General.
We're just gonna scoot down here and karate chop these
Stay
four
mobile.
unfortunate lizards. Two of them together should be able to easily handle that.
I demand their head.
Man's their heads. We'll throw down the infiltrators on, I guess, these crossbowmen. Poison, speed, and stock. Then extra leadership for himself.
To arms in Sen Yang's name. They serve no purpose.
Execute them, and now he has himself a lovely blimp. Sky Lantern acquired.
Cathay Eternal.
What else can we give you, Yishi? War footing. Have the books removed. I have studied enough. Whistling bullets. By carving deliberate grooves in the bullets, a piercing wail can be created as they pass through the air, disorienting the target. Yeah, but wouldn't that also slow the bullet? Using melee defense and attack? That sounds awesome. Armored gondola? Sure. Missile block chance plus 55%. And then Speed, extra speed. Yeah, let's just grab the last two ancillaries here. Beast Wardens and Duelists. The Beast Wardens is removes all bonus versus infantry, and then gives them a bonus versus large. You kind of want to use this on someone who's not already versus infantry. Duelist. While a man lacks the terrifying claws and jaws of a manticore, he is just as capable of ruining you, or I should say ruining your day, running you through with a blade. So this is the opposite. So it removes all bonus via large and replaces it with a bonus versus infantry. We would want to apply this to, I'd say probably one of our Jade Lions. 15 additional bonus via infantry sounds crazy. That's great. Are those tied to him where you can't move them over to someone else? It does look like it. Which actually is just fine. Those are awesome. So we'll get rid of the War Banner here because we've got much better ones. Silk Weaver too. We don't really have any issues with corruption there. Let's get rid of a few of these guys. Hung Monk, Swordmaster is what we'll grab just for when we do actually have some Jade Warriors in that army, but magical items we toss on you real quick. Sword of Bloodshed, know you're up inside a blimp. Other Trickster Shard, also know you're in a blimp. Sounds great. Laminate Shield for defense, probably not, because you're in a blimp. Spell Resistance. I actually think the Brass Cleaver could be interesting because we could fly over the top of allies and give them more melee attack. And then Glittering Scales could do the same, but debuff the enemy. Wait.
A tool of great efficiency.
I really like the rework to the Magistrates.
Let nothing
That's fantastic.
slow you.
You come on back over to the Great Turtle Isle and then Chang Fang. You also come back to the Golden Ziggurat. We have repelled the Lizardmen incursions, I guess.
General.
So now we just have to wait for it to fully finish. Leader of Men, Hammer of Wei Jin. Because the damage.
With that,
The
I would
muscles.
lead more effectively.
And it's the Grinch. Gritty, who are well-versed in excellent movies.
Glory to the Emperor.
Walks up. Tier 4, we've got so much gold. We've seen how fast it goes away. Archer Tower, so we've got enough steel and stone tokens. We can go for a commercial and a fortress city. We can do that. Commercial district here at Hexawaddle. And yoink. Thank you kindly. And we'll come on up to the Bastion here, which is apparently a long ways away. And is the Snake Gate and Dragon Gate both the same? We'll go ahead and make the Snake Gate the fortress. Fortress City for the Snake Gate. And yoink. We're not getting any more stone or steel tokens, but we are getting all sorts of nice bonuses where currently we've got an extra 300 barrier hit points. We're up to 600 for all armies while defending. With the third one, we could be up to 900, and we could be matching Gorok all the time in every defensive battle, which is just as awesome as you'd expect. Wei Jin proper. We shall be throwing in Celestial Dragon Guard building. 4,200 for the Sky Roost. Probably not.
We are in need.
Need. News to me. Making 24,000 gold a turn. Easily the most I've ever made in a campaign. And the fastest, too. 61 turns in. I know that some have been making just, well, not now, but before the patch went out, just ungodly amounts of money from the Silk Road, the Ivory Road in this. We didn't go that route, but not even not going that route, just economic powerhouse.
Threatens our order.
The upgrade to Wily Village first for the extra sparkly salt works. And just like that, we've got no money. Keep marching. We take young, yeah, we'll take this one up to the final tier. That way we can get that timber. I'm really interested in grabbing just as many of the trade agreements as we can. We're at 7,000 gold left. Let's grab the growth building and the gym factors, just because those are both giving us bonus effects. And I'll grab the contemplation gardens here at Hanyu Port. That's good. I think we were switching Shangwu back over to like a balanced form, so let's go ahead and start working on that now. Goods Emporium, we're going to switch you over to the trade exchange. We are in yen 6, so that's just going to switch it over to 4 yen, 2 yang. And to roll with that as well, we can go ahead and just switch over some of these. I like the extra income from all buildings, though. Switch over the control building. Punishment rate, control. You actually get more control from the Yang Lodge. You just don't get all the other goodies. Now that should be 3 and 3. That should be exactly what we need. Or we could leave it, and we can throw in the Yang Ramparts. Switch it and throw in the Yin Archer platforms. We'll figure out exactly what we want to do. Sell value of cargo for all characters, or trade tariffs. Leave it as the Yen building, and get us more trade tariffs. Buy up to, what is it, 15% in the first one, and then maximize 25% more trade tariffs. Sounds good to me. There's nothing that comes out of that one just because it's just a protection building. We've got the last slot for the Palace of Scrolls. That looks perfect. Okay, now back over to the Aymara Swamps, which we are also kind of doing the same thing too. So this one is going up to tier 5 finally, so we can now start switching things over to Yang. We're in yen 6 currently, so let's go ahead and start working on that. Currently, we're going to switch over, dropping down to 5 yen, 1 yang. I think that's what we need. 3 yen buildings, 3 yang buildings, and that'll put us in balance. We should be making a ton of gold then.
Where is the promised unity?
Where is the promised unity? Here we're also just going to throw in the spice market. Get yang, and oh, we're at 6 actually, so over here. Since there's not as many ports, we'll just go for the Yang Wares market. And I'm going to switch over the Jade Dragon's Edict over to the Iron Dragon's Edict for even more research rate. We're almost at 500%. We might as well continue to boost that as high as possible.
Celestial
On you. Oh man, we can have you take down Itza. What a battle that will be.
For Grand Cathay.
No, they haven't recovered yet. Let's take down Itza.
Action will be swift.
Action will be swift. Pyrrhic victory, they say.
To the front line.
Here's what we'll do instead of having a Pyrrhic victory.
Eye of the Emperor.
We'll just have to run around and stomp out the individual lizardmen armies. That's a little bit obnoxious. Or instead, I'm going to bring Yuan Bo over to the Blood Swamps.
Imminent.
Have him just karate chop this army out of existence.
By my hand.
Good sir, this belongs to me now. The Standard of Nangao, that's what we have been waiting for.
Through me.
For one of our lords at least. Sure aim, and then Stone Gaze for the lions. I think so.
Keeper of Wusheng.
Dunma, final point in transmutation.
The Emperor's architect.
And then Long Yuan's kind of same thing. First midnight win. The spell resistance, yeah. Don't need that so much. We've got a very high chance of them attacking Axolotl. Sima Ching, huh?
Whatever
Of course, they flipped it so it's Ching Sima, but we all know who that is.
For honor, not fame.
Honor, not fame.
Shaper of the 8 winds.
All right, Minbo, I want to have you go
I
into an
permit
in-camp
you to
stance.
rest.
Just stay on this side of the Sacred Pools, and we'll just kind of move on into attack Harkin. Next turn, he got to keep all of his elite troops. Nice and obnoxious. But it is to be expected.
Celestial General.
Fang Zhao and Meow are
Ready
moving in
to
on the
defend.
Valerie now. Who has the least amount of
The Iron
Elf.
Dragon.
I think only
Yeah, we'll
of the
start the
great
battle.
weapon.
Just the Iron Dragons
For the
reinforcing.
Bastion.
Fire and
See,
metal.
right? Fang, get over here.
Instrument of the Divine.
It's the triple dragon-blooded beatdown. We would still lose soldiers, would we? And it's so incredibly surprising. But we are going to start off the next episode with 2 rather fun battles, even though both of them are giving us a decisive
Suffer the
victory.
tempest.
We'll have the triple dragon beatdown of the Valerie, and then over in Illustria proper, we will have the battle for Itza. But for now, I am going to be out of time for today. I have been Space Wizard Total War. Remember to leave a like for the Light God and a sub for the Zeptone. I'll see you on the next one.